Okay, so let's go value if you are going to pay up for Captain Matt.
Yep. So it doesn't, I don't think this works to play both of these picks, like Butler with a guy I'm going to say here in the same lineup. But if you don't want to do the Butler thing, I think if Hero plays, to Jeff's point, like just looking at him, he just seems so disinterested, or at least interested in something else. He doesn't look like he wants to play basketball right now. But he could wind up being the healthiest main guard on the roster tonight, just having had, 4 or 5 days off at this point. So this is there's a lot of contingencies here. We don't even know if he's playing yet. But Tyler Hero is only 6K. And if we think that Butler and Lowry are limited still, the extra usage has to go somewhere. Like, if those guys aren't going to take their normal amounts of shots, it could be Gabe Vincent, but I think a lot of people will play Gabe Vincent. So that's my concern there. So maybe it's Hero, and maybe it's also Duncan Robinson. We'll see if he gets back out on the court. But Hero is really the guy that I think is the pivotal concern for me for this game, for betting, for DFS. I think it's a big deal whether or not he plays.
Okay, Jeff, what would you do here in the value department?
Yeah, I'm rolling with the other Miami sharpshooter who's quietly been finding his shot lately, and that's Duncan Robinson, as Matt mentioned late into his pick. He's had 25 and 21 DK fantasy points in his last 2 games. He's going to continue to see an extended workload with Strus, Lowry, and Hero so banged up. And the other thing is, I think we've seen more Duncan Robinson layups in this series than ever in his career, and that's because Boston is doing such a good job running him off the 3-point line and making him uncomfortable. In the long run, these easy Duncan layups don't do anything for the Heat, but they do plenty for his fantasy production. So at 3K, I feel like this is a phenomenal value option considering how many Heat players are banged up and how much I expect him to play.
All right. Jeff, your gut's telling you this thing's over tonight?
Yeah. I'll be in the building tonight, so it's over.
Okay, well, make sure you text Julian Edlow because I think he's going to be in the building too, and he gets very salty when he finds out you're in the building and you haven't tried to contact him. Maddie, this thing's over tonight, right?
I don't want to jinx it because there's a lot at stake for me, but I really think so, and this is pretty cool. I'm happy we're in this spot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think the Celtics close it out.